Hello. It's me. I am back. Remember me? I don't care. Now that the gauntlets are 2 years old, it's probably a good time to review them. Actually, I'm reviewing them because I desperately need a video idea, but that doesn't sound as good. I need to stop rambling. Anyway, let's talk about the Fire Gauntlet. Back when Geometry Dash 2.1 was first released, there was a mysterious button called Gauntlets. Little did we know, it was going to be the replacement for map packs. So, the Fire Gauntlet was released, and people had very mixed feelings about it. Why? Let's find out. It's important to note that the level order was switched around to make more sense after the initial release of the Fire Gauntlet. Okay, cool. Let's start this review with the first level, Outer Space. The first thing that will come to your mind when seeing this level is probably the word generic, but unlike a lot of other people, I don't like to see that as a bad thing. I think that all levels with entertainment value are good levels. Let's get right into the gameplay. This level's gameplay is acceptable. Nothing more, nothing less. Okay layout. Okay coin placements. There's only one thing that's worth pointing out, and it's that this level has a boss battle. It's pretty pointless. The sync is also perfectly fine. This level's gameplay doesn't have many interesting things to talk about in general. The boss only attacks you 3 times. It's okay. I give it a mostly indifferent 6 out of 10. Yes, I'm using the Amiga power rating system now. This level has good decoration. That doesn't mean it's anything too special. It does more than look okay, and that's nice. What's with the faces? Am I the only one who really doesn't like it when people use the solid black blocks without decoration? I mean, come on. This isn't Geometry Dash 1.4. This level has some creative block designs and backgrounds. The backgrounds are a little hard to see. I like the use of pulsing circles. These spikes on the ground are pretty cool too. Not every block is designed differently, but there are a lot of block variants. For exceeding my expectations, the decoration gets an 8 from me. This level isn't too great in terms of originality. It's a pretty generic 2.0 level, and the build-up rips off Spacelocked. However, I feel like some of the decoration is nice, like the spikes I mentioned previously. That's all there is to this level's originality. Really. 5 out of 10. In conclusion, this level is okay. I wouldn't play it for fun, but I'd rather play it than something actually horrible. I give it a 6.3 out of 10. Next up is Overture by Fault. Oh no. What is this? Is this level half finished? Look at it. It's so empty. Okay, let me write an actual review. This level uses the worst type of gameplay ever. I like to call these kinds of levels doing nothing levels. None of the parts are memorable. All of them are the most basic form of their vehicles. Ball. Go up and down between rectangular blocks. Ship. Fly up and down and sometimes in the center. UFO. Jump between a few blocks. Robot. The same thing as the ball, but with a robot. Shout out to how annoying the first transition is. 2 out of 10. The gameplay is important, but I feel like the decoration really defines the doing nothing style. And this level's decoration is no different. Look at how empty everything is. You can barely tell the insides of the blocks from the outside. Look at the ending too. I'll give this level credit where it's due though, it does have some okay background effects. Would it kill you to turn up the opacity on these? 4 out of 10. Ditto. 4 out of 10. Overall, this level is a piece of garbage. 3.3 out of 10. Next level on the list is First Race by Stamina. Stamina, ha. This level is definitely an improvement. My first impression is that this is about as good as Outer Space. Let's put that hypothesis to the test. The gameplay in this level is actually good. I'm impressed. It has a fun, fast-paced layout. Check out the spam sections. Kamal approves. Great sync as well. I don't really have much else to say. Anyway, for being fun and syncing up to the music well, First Race gets an 8 for gameplay. The decoration, while nothing special, is pleasant, and better than I remembered it being. Look at all the details that barely go noticed when you're actually playing the level. It reminds me of a 1.9 level. This same decoration is repeated for most of the level though. Are these player colors? I don't feel like checking, but if they are, that's neat. Hey look, it's those black blocks again. There's a shadow this time though. It's alright. Stamina. Whatever. Another 8. There's not much to say about the originality besides the aforementioned player colors. Cool gears. Originality is 7 out of 10. I guess. Overall, this level is better than Outer Space, mostly due to its gameplay. This might be a little too enthusiastic, but First Race by Stamina gets a 7.7 out of 10. Blah blah blah. Transition. You get the idea. Shock. Biden elects. This level is pretty special. How? I keep overlapping sections, so let me just explain in the next section. The gameplay in this level is strange. It feels very claustrophobic. Does that make sense? Everything feels a little gross and uncomfortable. It plays like being in an elevator and using someone else's toothbrush at the same time. What? I like it. I mean, I don't like using other people's toothbrushes. I guess elevators are a little fun, at least. This metaphor was stupid. The only standout part is this really bad transition. The gameplay is a special mess. Why does it end so abruptly? I give it 6 out of 10. This level's appearance complements the gameplay. Hi Etzer. Unfortunately, I don't think the decoration is as great. It manages to look too empty and too cluttered at the same time. And then there are these 1.0 slabs and stuff. These gears look like they're in the wrong level. Actually, a lot of stuff looks like it's in the wrong level here. The block design is nice, I guess. It manages to look okay. Except in this part, which hasn't fully decided if it wants to be an empty pre-drop section or something more. The art text is weird. It's a 5 out of 10. Like I said previously, this level is like a generic level, but more claustrophobic. At least it's not just a completely pointless generic level. Pretty overused song. 6 out of 10. Overall, this is a gross level. That works for the level at times, and against the level at times. I had a hard time writing the script for this review. Overall, it's a 5.7 out of 10. Transition time. Come on, grab your friends. Or don't, if your friends object to being grabbed. Okay, this might be weird, but I love this level. I think it's great. Let me explain. The gameplay in this level is kind of infamous, I think. It used to be the first level in the Fire Gauntlet, which was a terrible choice. Not terrible in theming, just in difficulty. This level is obviously the hardest of the Fire Gauntlet. It's also one of 2 with a boss fight, if this counts. The level starts out with this slow part. You can skip all of the pink pads in this section, but I'm not really the kind of person who cares. This ship part has moving objects. I love how they all move with the music. It sounds like the sound effects in the song were made for the level. After this ship is where the level starts getting good. The gameplay is carefully synced to the music. It's a blast to play. This strength continues for the rest of the level. Hey look, an orb to break up this auto section. Kernel does not have a formal stance on this section. This wave is fun, and also syncs well. This UFO and ship section is admittedly one of the worst parts of the level, with the portals being way more fast paced than the rest of the section. To be fair, it is in a slow part of the song. The level then picks up again with these cube and ball parts that once again sync beautifully. I never really thought good sync could make a level so great until now, but every click in the more controlled parts of this level is synced to something in the song. And here's the drop. This is where I think most people dislike this level. For me, this is where it gets good. It's no longer just your clicks that sync to the music. Now the level speeds up and slows down unpredictably. Except, I don't think unpredictably is the right word. It always seems as if the speed change is helping me, rather than making the level more difficult. Once you get this part locked into your memory, it will be great fun. I come back to this level at random just because I find it so fun. It reminds me of what makes the Toxin Lab levels so great. It feels just as crazy as its own song, and this is Strala we're talking about. The only real problem I have with this level is the boss. I feel like normal obstacles would be better here. The boss is more annoying than entertaining. But that's the only problem I can see. Gameplay is a solid 9 out of 10. Okay, let's get to something that I'm not as enthusiastic about. The decoration in this level is solid. The background is empty, yet I find I'm always distracted by something else. Sometimes it's the background flashing. Sometimes I don't even know what. The decoration just makes for a great visualization of the song. There are some great little details too, like the lava oozing from cracks, the smoke in the background of the first fast cube part, or the cube fossil. At least, I think that's what that is. The second half of this level isn't as great in terms of decoration, but it still looks great. And that doesn't mean it's all bad, either. Look at the cracks. Look at the lava.
Look at these slopes. Look at the flashing outlines. Look at the pizza spikes. Look at the custom portal that's only used 2 times. Look at this arc. Look at these circles. Look at these rows. Look at all the little background sunshine. Look at the water. Look at these wormholes. That's so good. What?
Oh god. Sorry about that. What was I saying? Oh yeah. The volcano art and boss are nice too. Maybe not as enthusiastic was a lie. Let me just give the decoration an 8 out of 10 and forget that ever happened. The originality is good, if unremarkably so. I didn't hear the song before this level. It's a themed level, which is nice. It's kinda like the Toxin Lab series, which is a pretty original series. It's a 7 out of 10. In conclusion, this level is good. Really good. I don't want to do that again, so let me just end this right now. Final rating: 8 out of 10. So, that's the Fire Gauntlet. Overall, it was alright, though the original order was definitely worse. I can't help but feel like I'm forgetting something, though. Oh, that's right. It's not fire themed. Okay, welcome to the outro card. Subscribe. Watch one of my other videos. Obey. Alright, whatever. Thanks to the people in the credits. Bye.